Hey guys, before we get into this video, I just want to say one thing. Just being a parent is the most amazing thing in the world. It's 100% amazing, 1,000%, a million percent. It's just amazing. And my kids, they mean the world to me. I love them so much. I love them more than the existence of life and everything else. And nothing would ever compare to the love that I have for my kids, no matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's mansions, beautiful cars, whatever it is. Nothing materialistic can ever make me more happier than my family, my kids. So I just wanted to start off with that before we continue on to this video so you guys can see what is going on and what's up with the title. So let's go.
Hey guys, this is Roland, Devoted Family Dad, and you're probably wondering what's going on based on the title of this video, and also because of the fact that this video is being posted on my daughter's channel. Some of you guys may already know why I'm posting videos on Brianna's channel, and some of you guys are like, what's going on? I'm sure that this title has definitely got you wondering what is happening here. And I'm going to explain that so you guys have a better understanding what's going on. And there's a lot of things I'm going to be telling you that I just never put out there on YouTube, and I feel like it's time to just let you guys know what's really going on, because I'm sure you're curious now after seeing the title of this video. And some of the things you may already know, but just a lot of things that I really want to get to talk about. And we're going to get started on it right now. And today is Sunday, July 14th, 2019. It's very hot out there. In the garage here, you know, just a place where I do work on the cars, and unfortunately, you know, things don't always go as planned. But anyway, I'm going to get right to it. The title of the video, you guys are wondering, what is going on? What fake life? You know, some of you are probably saying, oh yeah, we already know this, the clowns and stuff, and oh, the paranormal, of course it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. Yeah, I understand that you guys know that. You know, of course, the clown videos and paranormal stuff, well, some of that paranormal stuff is real, but most of it, you know, skits. But yeah, that's for entertainment, guys. And you know, if there was really those kind of clowns coming around, I wouldn't let it go on that long, really. Not the kind of person that I am, no way. But anyway, let's kind of steer away from that right now, because I want to get to the core of this whole situation and how it's affecting my life and pretty much just the whole family and just friends around me and everything, how it really has an impact, you know, just not just YouTube itself, because that's mainly just something that's really impacting just me and maybe a few other people, but you know, it does affect me in other ways, which kind of affects the people that's around me. So in a way, it does have an effect on others because of how it affects me. But let's start with that whole YouTube thing. And basically, you see a lot of creators out there that are, you know, that have a good living, that have nice things, that do a lot of fun things, share it on YouTube. Their videos are very entertaining. They draw in a lot of, you know, traffic. They get a lot of engagement. It's just a happy place for them, and it's never a dull moment. And I look at that as a common thing on the internet, especially with these bigger channels that have a big, large following, and they're living this lifestyle where they can afford to do anything, have nice cars, nice homes. They live in a rich area of the neighborhood, and you know, it seems like that draws a lot of interest to viewers. It's like they're entertained by that kind of stuff, and I've just noticed that, you know, trying to push that lifestyle, whatever it takes to be more entertaining for their viewers. So, you know, if they have to buy a fancy car or buy a fancy home, you know, they want to be able to entertain you guys. So their decision to buy those things may be based on the fact that, hey, it's more entertaining for YouTube, and they think maybe that it'll pay for itself in the long run, so they're just going to give it a shot. And for some of those people, it works out. You know, it's like they buy a nice car, they drive around in it, do, you know, videos in it, it gets more views. Then maybe they get sponsorships from YouTube, maybe the car dealers or somebody, you know, out there, just they get, hey, you know, you want to do this, we'll give you a car at a discounted price. Maybe somebody might even get something for free. And, you know, it could be a win-win for some people. But it comes with a price. If you don't have the money and you cannot afford that kind of a lifestyle, and say it doesn't work out with YouTube, say, you know, you have this big plan, like, oh, wow, you know, if you spend money on this, you spend money on that, you get bank loans on this, you know, you extend yourself so much, thinking, oh, well, maybe this will make entertaining videos, and maybe we'll get some sponsors. Maybe somebody will be giving us some free electronics, and maybe good deal on cars, and you never know. Maybe even in real estate, in a home or something. You just never know. Maybe a construction company might want some publicity on YouTube. So there's just so many things that, you know, go through my head, and I'm sure it's gone through many other people's heads. It's like, how can you turn the lifestyle that you want into a reality? And as I've noticed how YouTube has changed over the years, it's almost impossible now to even have that happen. And I feel like people have the wrong idea of who we are and the lifestyle we lead or live. It's definitely misleading based on video content, because the fact that I hold back so much information that I don't tell people a lot of things, and most of that is because of privacy reasons, but at least people to interpret things differently, as opposed to if the information was already out there and people would know the facts, and you would have a better understanding. And I wanted to always be able to be creative with YouTube and find a way to reach out to everybody and be entertaining as well. And I also looked at other YouTube creators and how they can bring entertainment to their viewers by just creating that lifestyle that's entertaining for the viewers, whether it's real or not, or it's maybe something they wish they can have and they just start off that way and they just go into debt. They just buy so much stuff on bank loans, and and just they just get so many things, and they basically living above their means. So it's like they set themselves up for failure if things don't work out with YouTube, because hey, no sponsors, no deals, no discounts, no revenue. There's so many different things that you can get yourself into if you know the way to do that. And some people just fail, and I feel like that's where I made my mistake, where I gave that impression that we had like big homes, and we had all these homes in different places on the beach. And it's not like I wanted to do that. I was trying to be entertaining for you guys, because I didn't want to have boring videos. And I thought, if you guys would say, hey, they have houses here and there, and it's just, this is fun. These are fun people to watch. They're doing different things. They're going different places. They can vlog at this house and vlog in that one and all that. And, I just thought that would be very well for content, and just be something that would draw in viewers, draw in engagement, and just you guys would just want to watch more and more. And the thing that I always left out was the fact that those places were never my homes. They were vacation places that were rentals, and I would rent them with friends. We'd split it 50-50, but most of the time it's just my friend who owns these places, and he lets me stay at them for free when no one else is using them, or if I'm helping him with those projects. And that's the only way that I can afford to do those things. And a lot of times I'm helping him out, so gas and all that, I'm riding with them, and it saves me in the fuel. And I've never put it out there. Maybe in the recent year or so, I mentioned things, but I never told everything. And this is why, if you hang around here, you can find out a lot of stuff that you never knew about. And anyway, I felt that this was pretty entertaining on my downtime when I'm not doing any projects with my friend, helping him with his house, just doing the maintenance work, just like rebuilding and doing the interior and the painting and all that. And just when he buys new places, I help him with the fixer-upping, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of traveling, but yet I was able to work on location anywhere, because my job is mostly internet based, where I can just up and go somewhere else and work with clients, do the web designing, and I could do e-commerce anywhere, except for, some stuff that's drop shipped, it's easy, but when you have stuff that you get from flea markets that you sell online, then that's a little more difficult. But if you are in an area that has good deals where you can find stuff online and then resell it, then it's better. But it depends on where you're going to be. And some places, if I have to be at a meeting and say it's in New York or Florida or South Carolina, I have to make sure that I'm at that meeting, because if I'm not, that could be a job situation I don't want to get into. But anyway, guys, I just want to say, it's like people get the impression, oh, well, you got these sports cars, you got these fancy cars. I have a car here. Okay, this is a family car. This is not something that I just took money out of my wallet and went to a car dealer and bought the car. You know what I'm saying? That is not that easy. I gave up a family car for this. Okay, I had a Buick Enclave, which I was paying on for so many years, and I still owed money on it, but it wasn't as much over the years because I was trying to pay it down. And I traded it in and then got a bank loan on the balance, which allowed me to get this car. Okay, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I were not in a position with a trade-in, okay, and getting the best deal I can, because this is not even a new car, this is a used car, okay, but it looked nice, it looked new, so I say, hey, why not get it? It's only a year old, you know what I mean? So boom, and the price difference is crazy, and I had to drive not too far away to get that deal, and I said, why not do it? So I did that because I was in South Carolina, went to North Carolina to get the deal, came back to South Carolina. That was how that went. So that situation right there, you guys see me in sports cars. The thing is, back then it was a lot of bank loans going on. It's like I would get a car traded in, and I had a friend who was into cars, and then I would drive his cars around, and I'm like, oh wow, I love the kind of feel that he's got sports cars, he's got SUVs, Escalades, you name it. And it's like I had to have one, right? So I would do vlogs riding around in his sports cars and his Escalades and his fancy cars. And, it was like a way to make it more entertaining. But I didn't do a whole lot of those vlogs, but I had the cars in the driveway, to kind of just, I guess, It's like wearing jewelry, you know, like jewelry makes things fancy. So having the cars in the driveway kind of dresses up the driveway, kind of gives it that appeal. Maybe it makes the video more entertaining with seeing those cars in the driveway, even though those cars basically weren't all mine. And I figured that would just make the videos work better because people like get drawn to that. Oh, look, you know, they got fancy cars, they got nice cars, they got a big home, you know, let's watch. You know, that was just my mind. That was the way my mind was running based on all these YouTubers out there that have these big homes, lots of cars, and they're getting lots of views. So I let that kind of misguide me in a way, you know what I mean? It really misguided me. And I thought for myself, what if I took out a bank loan and got a nice sports car? And a couple years ago, or a few years ago, I decided I was gonna do that. I did that, and it was very stressful after about 3 years later. It's like, I can't do this anymore. And ended up having to sell the car, trade it in, because I just couldn't keep it. You know, I thought it was gonna help. I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get some sponsors from Chevrolet or something. You know, it was the Camaro, then it was the Corvette car. I was thinking maybe get some sponsors, get some deals from them and all that. You know, maybe it would help with the views, but nothing. It was like my attempt to try to grow the channel and make it more entertaining, but it didn't work. And the only thing that really did work was the scary clown videos and the paranormal stuff. But I wanted to be true to my viewers and, you know, showcasing other people's cars and sometimes other people's homes in the videos to make it seem like we have this lifestyle, which is more entertaining to you guys. It was like living a fake world where it's not the real us and it's misleading and people think, oh, you just, you know, have all this and why you know, do this or do that. And I guess at the point where I feel it's not fair for you guys to think that we, you know, are so fortunate to have all these things and that we can afford all these things, because I cannot. And it's sad that I'm living in this world where I live in a nice home, but I feel like it's not really mine. It's owned by the bank. And a friend of mine who put a down payment to help me with this home that I'm trying to get out of my hands, he put half down on this, and I'm in debt to him. And I've been babysitting these kids and helping him with projects and you know, his homes that he builds in different places and his things that he rebuilds. I've been putting a lot of labor into that, and that has been me paying off my debt. And it's really hard to get anywhere with that. And now his grandkids are growing up. Well, not growing up, but they don't need me to be babysitting anymore in that way. You know, they're bigger kids. So it's just so many things that I think about. I'm like, wow, you know, I look at the videos, and when I see the videos and I see the way we come off, it's like you guys can see, oh wow, these guys, you know, they have all this money and they're complaining about this and complaining about that. But, you know, I'm looking at it and I know what's going on. But if I were not to know and I seen what you guys were seeing, I'd understand why you think that. And I wish that I was living the life that it looks like I'm living, because then I would feel like I'm for real and I'm not like living this fake fantasy world where, you know, things are nice, you know, as far as materialistic. I mean, when it comes to family, it doesn't matter if I'm living in a cardboard box. If I got my family with me, that's all that really matters, because family is the most important thing. But I'm talking, you know, as far as me feeling self-accomplished when it comes to being a provider and being able to be the best provider for my family and offer them the lifestyle that would be the best I can give them, and not, you know, kind of tease them in a lifestyle and then pull back because, you know, I can't afford it anymore, because the banks can only, you know, extend you so long if you don't pay on time, or, you know, taxes go up, income goes down, inflation. So a lot of the things can be stressful. And right now in this neighborhood that I'm trying to sell this house and get away from, I can guarantee that most of these people are making between 5 to 10 times what I make in a year. And that's sad. So I feel like these people are much better. They're well off compared to me. I'm like, I don't feel like we even belong in this neighborhood. I feel like the only reason I'm here is under the fact that my good friend had put half down on here and got a bank loan. And, you know, basically times when I can't really pay, he kind of helps and steps in, because, you know, he's part of the contract, and then I have to owe him back. So basically I pay him back. So, you know, I'm trying to work 3 jobs, and then I got to help him because that's something I have to do. I don't want to stick him either. So, you know, he's helped me with car purchases. He's helped me, you know, with getting cars, getting home, and, you know, he helps me with, like, when we go places, you know, being able to entertain you guys and us have fun as well. So providing the accommodations, and sometimes, of course, it's work related where they stick us in a hotel or a condo, and, you know, because of the construction site and it's a website contract, that's a whole separate thing. But we don't live that, like, we're not. I can guarantee most, like I said, most of the people in here are making 5 to 10 times as much money as I am, and they don't, and they probably think that I'm within the same income bracket as the rest of the people in this neighborhood. But it's like I'm living this fake fantasy world, and I'm living above my means, and I really need to just get out of this and downsize and get into the real world, get into reality, because I think that's the only thing that's going to make me feel better about myself is living within my means instead of above, you know, my means, and being real to myself and being real to those around me. Because right now it's stressful, because then I feel like I'm trying to to keep the bar up. I'm raising that bar for my family, for my kids, and I feel like I'm at the point where if I do, downsize even to a smaller home than I'm trying to downsize into after the one I've already downsized into, after trying to get rid of this place, I feel like I'm going to be disappointing my kids. I feel like I'm going to be a failure, and that I kind of went in a direction where they thought, hey, this was going to happen, but they reassure me that they don't care if it's, we live in a little shack or something, or, whatever. They said as long as it's families together. And, my kids actually want to have pets, and that's one thing that's kind of upsetting for them, is that they can't have pets because of the situation right now. I guess that's only going to happen when they have their own place. And it's kind of an emotional thing for me, because it's like, I know that's what they want, but then that's something that can't be happening right now. And it's just very stressful. So yes, guys, YouTubers are out there trying to create that extravagant lifestyle for entertainment. And some actually really live that lifestyle. And for those, I congratulate you for whatever career choice you have chosen. And for you to have time for YouTube, that's completely amazing. I'm sure some of you guys are just like self-made millionaires. Maybe you won a lottery, so you have all the free time in the world to do videos and everything. But with me, I'm working all these jobs. I don't have time for YouTube. And I wish that instead of being in this like false reality where, I feel like I have a lot of things, but yet I don't, because it's not something that could be maintained, not on my income. My income was better a couple years ago, and maybe even 4 or 5 years ago, but it was really good, back when I started eBay and stuff. And then it kind of took a downslide and went back up. And, web designing is kind of like the stock market, but, just things have been unpredictable. So that's what's been happening, guys. So I'm trying to be real with you guys, okay? And that's it. I don't have all these fancy places. I don't have these fancy cars. I don't, the bank has about 75% of what I own, okay? Probably even more than that. The only thing I know that I own without a bank loan being attached to it, or a loan from a friend, is the clothes that I wear. Probably half the furniture in the houses. Well, with this house, the other one's a rental. And basically, my friend is kind of letting me have a discount deal on that, so I'm not really paying much. I don't really want to get into that, but it's definitely a lot smaller than this place, and that's more of a reality to me there. But unfortunately, my kids don't want to be there. They want to be here. Their life is here. They want to stay here, and it's like it's a battle for me, because I cannot afford to stay here. I have to sell this place. I cannot afford to stay here. I could afford to be further near the beach somewhere, but not too close on the water, like I said. But Florida, South Carolina, those are places that I find are really cheap to live when you're not right on the water. And just my kids can't agree on that, unfortunately, and I don't want to stress them out any longer. And I don't know what to do, because the cost of living in this area, the taxes, they're not bad, but it's really a hard market to find a place that's affordable, because there's a lot of nicer homes around here, and I can't afford homes around here. That's the thing. So that's the situation I'm in. I want to make my kids happy. I want them to live a fulfilled life. I don't want them to feel deprived of anything, especially their social life and their friends. And I feel like I'm kind of torn between two places, because I can't do both. I can't stay here, and if I can't stay here, at least Brianna, is going to be going with me until she decides she's on her own. And I don't want to push that. I don't want to make my moves cause her to want to move as soon as she's 18. I just don't want that to happen. I really don't. I don't want to have that guilt on me. I don't want to have that burden. So it's like I'm trying to stick around and work as hard as they can to try to maintain and then see where things can go. And if this house could get sold, that could be a big help. And of course, that involves my friend, because it's a contract he signed with me to get me into this place about 3 years ago. And he has to be part of this whole thing if it all goes well. And that's where I'm at, guys. So like I said, the whole lifestyle thing, you guys can say, oh, you got this big home, all that. But reality is, if it wasn't for the help of my friend, who's very well off, very, very well off, and I'm not even going to say how well off he is, but I've known him for like 25 years, and I'm just telling you right now, it's a very well off person. And God, is it 25 years? I've known him since 93, so it's been more than 25 years, right? Holy crap. Time goes by fast, guys. But that's it. I just wanted to be open with you guys, let you know. So don't make assumptions. If you say, oh, you live here, why are you asking for GoFundMes? Why are you doing Patreon and stuff? Like I said, YouTube can set you up for false hope. It really can, because you get used to a certain lifestyle, you get used to a certain privilege, and you get used to trying to produce that content that's consistent so that people can be entertained. And then when you have these bumps in the road, it could affect content creation, because like I said, some people are affected by, if I'm affected by my finances, it's going to show in my personality, it's going to show in the energy that I put in a video, and it's going to deteriorate the quality of the video. And Brianna has totally lost interest in YouTube. So with that fact, that's another factor that's really deteriorating the YouTube channel that Brianna has, and me posting on her video probably not doing any better. But I feel that at least I'm able to reach out to you guys through a way you guys remember me, because I was always part of Brianna's channel anyway. And Twitch is really a fail because not a whole lot of you on there, so I can't really get my messages out through Twitch. And my channel, I can't get into it until my phone's fixed. So that's the whole situation that I'm dealing with right now. So I wish things were better. I mean, I guess I had that high hope thinking I would get sponsors, YouTube, would find these, basically the popularity from YouTube. You look at the channel, it's got like 2.8 million subscribers or something like that, or 2.7 million. It used to be a little higher, right? You'd think, well, a person with that many subscribers, they would be raking in the views and the engagement and be popular and have all these like endorsements, sponsors, all these brand deals, maybe free products, and maybe revenue share from someone who wants to do, buy a video, because people could like to buy videos and pay you money for them. But we I guess never been in that caliber to be fortunate like that. The only time we were fortunate to have stuff like that happen is during the clown videos, and people are like, hey, you want to sponsor this product, sponsor that, we want to do a camera, you want to do this, hey, we can, we'll buy a video off of you, that clown video is getting a lot of views, how we offer you this number. So the clowns, whoever was, the clowns, us, me, the friends involved with putting on the clown costumes, that's the only thing that really made the YouTube explode, really. Other than that, it was just like the Justin Bieber videos and celebrity videos, but those didn't do anything because you're using copyrighted images and copyrighted materials, so you didn't really benefit. I mean, you got the views, but it was definitely not no monetary. There was no money involved with that at all, so it was just more of a fun thing. And people just get really tight about that. If you're talking about like things like that, you're not going to get any revenue. I mean, YouTube's always been like pennies on the dollar anyway, and I always had hope that it would be more. And I guess I was always hoping over the years that maybe it'd be like those big YouTubers that don't have to work all those hours on their job, and some of them even just do YouTube for a living and they don't even have to work, so they have all the time in the world with their family, and they can just live the life and be real, and they can live a good lifestyle and not have to like make a fake lifestyle to be entertaining. So they already are entertaining, so it's a win-win. They do YouTube as work, and then they have the time to do YouTube because they don't have to work out the jobs. And I was trying to go down that road. That's why I had my own channel put together. I was trying to bring my channel up really high. I was trying to make my channel entertaining on a whole new level, but it has not worked. The clown things, like I said, worked for a while, but it wasn't a very good monetary thing because YouTube had cracked down on those kinds of videos where they were demonetizing them, they were demoting them, they were deleting some of them. They had a problem with scary videos. So it was kind of like you got the views, but you didn't get rewarded for the views, because then they decided to disable comments and do all these other things that just take away from the experience of YouTube. So that's what's happening, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So from now on, if you watch our videos, understand that if we're coming off like we have all these things and we can afford all those things, we can't. I can't. My kids are working because they want to have things. They want to be able to do their own things and be able to afford to do things. And I'm at the point where I can't afford to, like, Brianna wants to go to the movies or go skating or do stuff with her friends. If it's in addition to the basic necessities of taking care of my kids, I cannot afford those things. But I can afford to clothe my kids, provide food, provide shelter, and all those things, regardless of whether it's going to be in a home like this or in a 2 or 3 bedroom. I can make it work. But for now, it's only working because I have help with my friend. And the fact that right now, bank loan, it's stretched out so long that, the payments go on so long that, am I going to be around by the end of the term of the loan? Because it's a long ways down the road. But that's the whole situation. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I got to go. It's been interesting talking here on the camera, and I hope that this clarified a whole lot of things, because I don't want to be that person who's going to live that fake lifestyle. But unfortunately, I feel like I've set myself up for that. And it just seems, when I walk in the neighborhood and I see people out here, I'm like, wow. They got us financial stability. They're making a lot more than I am. And I can't believe I'm walking in the same neighborhood, living in the same neighborhood, or trying to get out of the same neighborhood, because technically I feel like we're living here when we come here on the weekends. I just getting away from here totally is the thing I got to do. And protecting our privacy is another thing. That's why it's like me talking about moving and then moving is to try to just live in peace. But that's it. I got to go. Take care. Ciao.
All right, guys, I forgot that I had an Instagram. You know how I was reminded? Because right there, Brianna is on Instagram doing a live stream, and I totally forgot that I have Instagram. I mean, I cannot get into my YouTube channel right now because of the 2-step verification. Can't get the code because my phone's not working, so I could try to do a little bit of things on Instagram, although it's not like I could put out a whole video, but, just little fun things, maybe a live stream here and there, and Twitch too. But I forgot, because I have a lot of you guys follow me on there, and thank you guys for following me. And also, just one more thing I'd like to mention is if you haven't seen my other videos, go ahead and look at them, as I have been posting videos on Brianna's channel lately because I cannot get into my account. And some of the other struggles that I've been going through, of course, it explains what's going on. As far as the medical side of things, like, it's got a lot of medical bills that are piling up, and then my my stress about the future medical bills, because there's a lot going on that I just don't put out on YouTube, and that just makes the situation even more complicated, and it doesn't help when you get older. Things can happen, and so just a lot of things going on. But yeah, check out the other video, and don't forget to give this video a like. That really helps get this video out there, because YouTube's making it impossible with the disabling of comments, and they're just limiting so many features, and it's just making it hard to reach out and grow on YouTube anymore. So yeah, if you can, drop a like on this video, show some love. Take care, guys. Once again, I gotta go, because I enjoy the engagement that I'm seeing right here, and I want to be able to be part of that and do that on Instagram as well, because it's nice to see comments. But take care, and those of you guys who have been sending really nice comments to Brianna on the on here, appreciate that. You're amazing. Take care.